Chairman of the ORF Mumbai, Mr. Kulkarni. At the outset, let me congratulate him for having taken the initiative to organize this seminar on suicides in Mumbai, helping stop the final exit. Shri Ram Barot ji, Dr. Shubhangi Parkar, all the distinguished doctors, some of them whom I know, members of the NGOs who are here, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Suicides in Mumbai. I think we have been reading about this in our daily newspapers for the last 3 months, watching it on our television sets, about the spate of suicides being committed, especially by the students, not only in Mumbai but in other parts of Maharashtra. And there has been discussions going on in the government. Several NGOs have taken the initiatives to work out in this field, and today the Observer Research Foundation is called for this seminar here. I was going through the papers given to me by Mr. Kulkarni, and there's some interesting insights in this paper which he gave it to me. It says there is 10 million suicide attempts being made globally, worldwide, every year. And at the same time, he has also mentioned there in the paper about the shortage of the psychiatrist in this country. Japan, China and India account for, according to his paper, 40% of the world's suicides. And most of them who commit suicides are less than the age of 30. Now basically, these are some figures which he has given me. What concerns us is why a young child or a young man or woman want to end his life. That's what we all have to think about. I think there is a phase in a human being's life where each one of us come to a stage at some point of time where we think that, okay, let's exit from life. Everyone might have gone through this phase in life. But then, when one part of your thought process tells you, let's exit from life, there's always a thought process which says, oh, come on, forget it, man. Let's go ahead with life. Face it, come on. But then I feel, I've also gone through this process in my school days or college days. But then I feel that the second thought process which was there, which was emanating from another corner of my brain, telling me, okay, forget it, you can't do like this, there's good days ahead, come on. Probably that process thought was stronger than the earlier one, and that's why I didn't go in for the first option. But it may not be the case with some other people. Today, when we are talking of students, well, we have to link it up the environment in which they are growing. The environment, one which is full of stress, where you are told day in and day out that you have to score 80%, 90%, 95%, and that pressure is being built up on students right from, say, first standard to the 10th standard when he gives his board exam, then again the 12th standard, then the entrance exam for medical, engineering or management or whatever it is. The pressure by the parents to study, the pressure by these teachers on their students to mug up what is in the textbooks. I have come across cases where a girl child was sent for tuitions to a teacher's house, and that teacher was abusing her, beating her up, and the child used to go and tell her mother that this teacher is beating me, and what she gets in return was again a beating from her mother, saying, no, he is beating you for your own good, to make you study, to get better marks. So please don't come and complain to me. And one fine morning, this girl, who was studying along with my daughter in her own class, tells my daughter, your father is an MLA. Can you please tell your father to talk to my tuition teacher and tell him not to beat me? Each one of you should analyze a student in that position, a student of 6th standard, 7th standard, being abused by a tuition teacher, and her parents are not supporting her. This is one simple example I am giving. There are so many other examples like this. Parents abusing children, their own children, not only beating them, keeping them away from food, punishing them brutally. Whom do we blame for this? Another thing, this is the role of the parents, I think, where we have to create an awareness among the parents and tell them this is not to be done. I don't know in what way the government can play a role in this, but I'm sure the NGOs and the social workers who work in the society can play a very, very important role in this. Next is the role of the media. I am not here to criticize anybody, but I am telling you what I feel within my heart. Media has to be sensitive to issues like this. TRPs or sensationalization will not do good to this cause, but will definitely cause more harm.